Welcome to OpenAir Live and Local on CPT 12. I'm Jessi Whitten from Colorado Public Radio's Open Air. Every week we take you behind the scenes for a glimpse of Colorado artists plugged in doing what they do best. Most of the videos you'll see in the next half hour were shot in our state-of-the-art CPR performance studio. Sometimes there's a small audience, but usually it's the artist, the producer, and most of all, the original homegrown music. Kicking off this episode is Megan Burtt, who joined us to share the new songs from her album, The Bargain, an extremely personal record inspired by a health crisis Burtt went through. And while this particular track is dressed up as a classic love song, she describes it as a journey to find self-love and confidence. Here's Megan Burtt with Was It Love?
Was it love that I was always searching for, love that I was always searching? Was it love that I was always searching for, love that I was always searching?
You can't love her, she don't stay. A woman like that, there's a price to pay. If you lie, she can take it away. You can't love her if she don't stay. She walks in, you make room. You're never really ready, but it's what you gotta do. I'll be over before too soon. She walks in, you make room. No silver-tongued man can inherit the earth. I'm addicted and no. So give me, baby, mama, mama, tell me lie. Love you, baby, but I'm doing it right. Every man needs something to be, and if he does it blindly, he's nothing to see, man. The meanest, hardest struggle is doing it right. Come on, love, I'm doing it right. Spending all your time just pressing your luck. Oh, you're gonna lose a brother and you lost quite enough. Strip to the bottom, put away up. Oh, fuck our life, another day. Nah, section isn't life, it ain't coming to call. Mama, lover, baby, mama. Oh, mama, lover. Tell me, baby, all your life. Love you, mama, but I'm doing it right. Yeah, every man needs something to be, and if it doesn't, tell you something, man, it's not out there. There's no fires left burning, absence of air. Suffering in the world, no one to care. Let me tell you something, man, it's not out there. If you never wake up, then it isn't a dream. The city diamond in it isn't a crease. So homie, tell me, baby, all your life. Love your mama, but I'm doing it right. Every man needs something to be, and if it does it blindly, there's nothing to see, man. Come on, baby, silver. Do it right. Come on, lady, do it right. Oh, I can't get out of bed anymore.
Denver's own the Yawpers with Doing It Right from their Bloodshot Records debut release, American Man. An album that got them glowing press from American Songwriter and Rolling Stone magazine, who called it an album split evenly between the boozy, blitzed energy of Last Call and the hard-won clarity that comes the morning after. That was Doing It Right, a song that was written during lead singer Nate Cook's first separation from his now ex-wife. During that time of reflection, he wrote what he considers to be his personal creed, outlined in that track. OpenAir is your connection to new music discoveries, as well as performances by Colorado bands. At OpenAir 102.3 FM, our hosts bring you the stories alongside the music to give you the full view of who and what makes up Colorado's thriving music scene. I'm Jessi Whitten, and next on OpenAir Live Local, we have an artist who's joined us a couple times in the studio, but this time we joined him at the Walnut Room in Denver. It was a great night with Anthony Ruptak and his band playing alongside fellow Denver band Poets Row and an Arizona outfit called Decker. You may also notice there's a bear playing in Ruptak's band, and if you're wondering why, I have no answers, but the man behind the costume is Anthony's brother Matt. To me, the really special thing about Ruptak is the way he balances hushed, controlled vocals and borderline feral cries. It's a balance perfectly on display in his new song, Sticks.
If instead my body were a pile of sticks, would I then condemn the one who scavenged and paid for setting me to burn? In this regard, should I respect the one who collects our bones and blood, fashions them into men, fashions them into men? Is he the one my father? coast. This feeling just can't fade. And maybe someday on a Monday we can skip out and live as we choose. Sky high with the blue. Button up my bomber jacket, I wouldn't trade this view. 30,000 feet beneath us, the busy bees buzz through chronological timelines until they flatline. A queen's never happy by the end of the day. Wind whipping your head, grief the oak and steer clear. Jet set on into vermilion hills in perpetual bloom. Skyscraper, how tall is your ceiling? Reality is nothing but a speck on the cement's model cars zooming to suburban dollhouses that glow. Elevate to a top floor perspective. Your feather cascaded cherry picking sneezes. Barbie dolls blowing to handkerchiefs hemmed on factory floors. But when dark days turn freezing, come to bed and kiss me goodnight. Keep me warm till spring. Thaw out when the robin finally sings. Skyscraper, how tall is your ceiling? Reality is nothing but a speck on the cement's model cars zooming to suburban dollhouses that glow. Elevate to a top floor perspective. Your feather cascaded cherry picking sneezes. Barbie dolls blowing to handkerchiefs hemmed on factory floors. Parachute from the ceiling, girl, it's time to say goodbye. Free falling between taxi drivers honking on the street.
There's a Boulder trio we discovered while combing through over 100 Colorado submissions to the second Tiny Desk contest, where bands were asked to submit videos of themselves performing in order to win a shot to play NPR's Offices. We hadn't heard of Whiskey Autumn before, and their polished indie pop sound stood out. That was their song Dog Days, the very track they submitted to the Tiny Desk contest. You can hear Whiskey Autumn and many other great Colorado artists on Open Air. New music from CPR at 102.3 in Denver, 88.3 in Fort Collins. And you can check out these and more session videos on our YouTube channel and online at openaircpr.org. Our final video comes from an artist that I had been dying to have in the studio since I first saw them live. But I was also a little nervous. Led by comedian Ben Roy and made up of Denver rock mainstays, Spells puts on an amazingly fun show, typically performing right on the floor with the audience and pulling folks into dance like maniacs rather than maintaining that distance that a stage affords. These guys get crazy, so I was interested to see how they'd bring their madness to the performance studio. Well, they ended up bringing a couple guests with them to help them with the song 80% is Good Enough, and I feel like the madness was sufficiently brought. Here's Spells in the CPR Performance Studio.
certainly set principles, they aren't hard to get. I only work till I'm certain you're pleased and leave the rest for all the get-aheads. I know you think that you need the best and that you swallow all you can ingest. But when you're hungry and lonely, winning, I'm at home falling fast asleep. So how do you live like this? How do you live like this? How do you live like this? How do you live? How do you live like that? I'm lying awake and I'm racing fast, 'cause I work so hard today. 8 out of 10 and I gave her enough. Why fill mine up when it's clean? Your cup is constantly overflowing. 80% is good enough. I tried to see the appeal of work until my hands bleed, but it only hurts my head thinking of doing any more than you've asked of me. Now how do you live? Hear a tick, tick, tick on all your plans that would make me sick. 'Cause where the hell I wanna wait and I'll find peace and satisfactory. So how do you live like this? How do you live like this? How do you live like this? How do you live? How'd you live like that? Lying awake and I'm racing fast. I work so hard today only. 8 out of 10 and I gave enough. Right my cup when it's still your cup, constantly overflowing. 80% seems good enough.
All those people listening out there, don't try hard at anything, because they're just going to expect you to do that over and over again. Will I survive my heart attack? I have it out 'cause I was lonely. 80% seems good enough.
Good enough for open air.
It's just good enough. And if that's right, then I'll drink it cold. I broke my back when I was never home. 80% seems good enough. Seems good enough. Seems good enough. Lying awake and I'm racing fast. I went so hard today only. 8 out of 10 and I gave enough. Why fill mine up when it's clean? Your cup constantly overflowing. 80% it's good enough.
Spells bringing out the big guns in the CPR Performance Studio. It was definitely a blast being joined by a parrot and a tropical backup dancer. But the coolest thing about having this band in was that it's a project filled with some of the people who have shaped the Denver music scene through the years as members of various other bands. There was Rob Number 3 Brolson on drums, also of the bands Lion Sized, D-Biddle, The Symptoms, and more. Then there's Chuck Coffey on guitar, who's played with Eyes and Ears, Andy Thomas's Dust Heart, and by himself as Charlie Continental. That's one of the defining characteristics of the Colorado music scene. There's a willingness to share talent with multiple bands and contribute to a multitude of different sounds. Collaboration is definitely key in Colorado music. And while this wraps up this edition of Open Air Live and Local, you can hear many of these original sessions and interviews on CPR's Open Air at 102.3 in Denver and 88.3 in Fort Collins, and online at openaircpr.org. Thanks to CPT-12 for their support of the local music scene and Open Air Live and Local.
You can't love her, she don't stay. Woman like that, there's a price to pay. She gave you a life, take it away. You can't love her, she don't stay. She walks in and you make room, you never really